Hello, everybody, and welcome. Whether you're a male or female, young or old, on this February the 14th, whether you have a Valentine or not, you have us here on teamfortress.tv. We're very pleased to be here with you this evening. We're getting ready to bring you ESEA invite action. It is TF2, and we're getting to almost the first third of the season down now, so you can't even really call it the start of the season. My name is Getawhale. I'm joined by my, we'll mention Mathsad, the production guru, because I want to ask my buddy here, Curtis Truktruk.
Hey.
Hey, did you have Valentine today?
I did not have Valentine today. Did you have Valentine today?
I didn't either, but you know what? We've got TF2, Team Fortress TV.
Yeah, TF2's our Valentine.
Yep, forever. The only one I've ever had. Tonight we have Bird Noises showdown against Running with Scizors. It is on CP Gully Wash, and I'm getting like some predictions from people that it's going to be a close one, and we've been saying that a lot this season, Kurt. And I still believe it with this match here today, right?
Oh, of course. I think most matchups this season are going to be not decided by just the matchup. You know, they're going to be close at least. I think. And this one's no exception. I really do feel like Bird Noise is a strong team, and as we've seen, Running with Scizors has been pretty solid throughout the season thus far. So I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah, they're both each coming off a win in their last match. Bird Noises are 1-4. Running with Scizors are 2-2. And, you know, I feel like a broken record, but you've got to think this is kind of an important match for both of these guys, just because, you know, Running with Scizors are probably wanting to pull ahead and pull out of that pack. If they can move to 3-2, they'd be looking real good in invite. And then on the other side, Bird Noises, I mean, they don't want to go 1-5. They certainly would like to improve to 2-4 at least, and kind of start making a little bit of a run themselves. So I mean, it's, even though we're a third of the way through the season, it's pretty important, isn't it, Kurt? Like, am I out to lunch here?
No, I at least maybe, I don't know. Like, being 1-4 is pretty rough, especially when you're in the highest division in North America. But 2-2, Running with Scizors is a team to, like, I think they have more to play for, because that fourth invite spot, that playoff spot, that's up for grabs as far as I'm concerned. Like, we have Froyotech, Ascent, and obviously EVL in first place currently, holding the top three spots. But I think that fourth spot is kind of up for grabs, and Running with Scizors, they want to get that. And you never know. Bird Noises, they might show us that they're deserving of that fourth spot as well.
Yeah, currently sitting, as of right this second, in fifth. Team Solo Uber, they are 3-2 as well right now, so they'd be kind of tying with Team Solo Uber if they can move to 3-2. I mean, even if they lose and go down, say, 2-3, they're still doing okay there in the division. But certainly, you know, it's cliche and maybe a little dumb, but that's why both of these teams probably want to win this one today. We still have we're waiting on the server here for this match, so we can talk a little bit, Kurt. You know, I noticed you and I, we don't really go down through the rosters one-on-one like the other casting duos. Did you want to do that just for a change here? Maybe we'll start with the Bird Noises, read down the roster, and talk about them first. I can read down the roster if you'd like.
Yeah,
I got
please,
you.
Please.
It's Valentine's. I got your back, bro. Well, Bird Noises, we have the Scouts Van and Train. We have the Roamer, Hellbent. Pocket is Vol, who you may have seen in a highlight video on Team Fortress TV recently. We got Psy Guy and Demo, and we have Medic Indust, the crafty veteran. So Bird Noises on this Gully Wash map. What are thoughts? I mean, they're just coming off a win on Gully Wash, like we mentioned. They just they beat the Bugs 4-3 in a pretty close match. Do you think they can sweep Gully Wash week, Kurt?
I think they could. Vol definitely took advantage of the slower play style last. Well, I guess it's still the same week technically.
Yeah, we know.
Gully Wash week. We're still on Gully Wash, but he took advantage of all the heals he was getting because of the slow pace of the game, and he dished out the most damage, I believe, in that game, very close to, if not, and made a highlight out of it. And yeah, I think if it is a slow-paced game, Van and I believe Deathy, the other team's Pocket, are going to be the two people to watch because they're going to be getting most of the heals and most of the Ubers.
Yeah, well, let's jump on over to the people with the Scizors, the 8K tag, which looks like Scizors, as you so awesomely pointed out in week 1. We got over there Sen on Scout and even Mr. Muffins on Scout. We have Pocket Deathy, like you just mentioned, Romer Rakuso. We have Demo Jarrett, and we have Medic Sky. And when I look down this roster, Kurt, all I can think of is these are several players who are kind of breaking out. A couple in particular, like Jarrett, for example, who's been down around IM for a long time. Deathy, Rakuso has a bit of invite experience. What's the big thing with these running with Scizors?
I just think everybody on that team has pretty good attitude, and from hanging around with most of the players and like pugs and stuff, most of them just have good attitude. And
good
I've
attitude.
known
What do you
Muffin
mean?
for a very
So
they
just
don't-
positive?
They not necessarily positive, but they're not argumentative. You know, you want to be on the same page. I feel like they've been around together for at least one season now. I guess the core of the team, and they just have good synergy, and it shows in their play.
So that's I mean, when you say that, that's interesting because you don't hear that a lot when you're talking about some of the strengths of invite teams. It's like attitude is barely ever there, but it makes a lot of sense. I mean, certainly if anyone has played ever with 5 other people and you're scrimming with these guys how many times a week, I guess that's really a big thing. DM's great, but
Yeah, to go even further on that, I was actually talking to Muffins last night. We were playing some pugs. I'm like, hey man, why don't you play Scout and some pugs? That's what you play in invite. He's like, I hate Scout. And then he's like, actually, I love Scout when I'm playing with my team. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. Just likes playing with his team. He likes playing with his boys.
Well, when you love what you're doing, when it doesn't feel like you're being, being ruled over by some crazy slave driver or I don't know, captain or something, it's probably pretty good. I mean, we talked about even this season a team that sort of likes to have fun. We talked about Duana, who kind of moved from a more stricter team to a less stricter team, playing with his buddies.
Yeah,
and was telling us that he enjoyed that a lot more. So it's real, I guess. The main thing is to have fun, but you want to win too. Let's not mislead anyone in the Twitch chat. You do want to win as well, as great as fun is.
Yeah, I think playing with people that you like to play with is definitely a great way to improve as a team quicker, just because you all are on the same wavelength for the most part, which leads to avoiding drama, which tampers growth, obviously.
Yeah, it's nice. You don't want to worry about whether your team's going to break up like mid-season or anything like that. Now, I mean, this is not to say anything of bird noises. I mean, I'm sure they're all fine too, but just like you said, Muffins, and you were chatting to them.
Yeah, of course. Actually, yeah, it seems like both of these teams have again, what I'm so excited about this season in Invite is that all these teams, like all the teams that aren't really at the top, but they're like just on the cusp, like they are so active. They're playing a lot. They're all trying to get better, and they seem to be like, I don't know. As far as I know, they seem to be taking this as seriously as anyone.
I do know. Yeah, so you're saying it's a new era of invite, Kurt? It's a new positive, bright sun.
They're not just showing up to their matches just to like play the game. They're playing TF2 like
with their
every day, like before and after scrims. Like
their heart is in it.
Yeah, they're ready to make that dough.
110%. Make that
dough.
Scratch. Yeah, that dosh.
No one has ever said that in TF2.
Well, that's exciting. No, I mean, I like it too. We, every time that we're here casting Kurt, some of the things I'm saying, it sounds really cliche and like I'm lying, but we keep talking about how great the TF2 has been that we've been casting, and I don't know that we've even cast one of these top tier teams. I don't think we might have cast Ascent once. We had TSU once, but yeah, most of our matches have been, these lesser known teams like the Titanium Whites and the Bird Noises and those kind of teams, and it's been great TF2. It's just been awesome. You can really tell they want it. Now, I mean, hopefully this is something they keep through the whole season. Certainly, we're only about a third of the way through, but it's exciting. I don't think we're crazy. I think it's just really exciting.
Of course, I
The
I don't
fans have
see
been
these
with us
teams
watching.
going anywhere, regardless of what their records are at the end of the season. At least the cores, like, it's just really cool because that's what it takes for your team to be at the top of Invite. Like, you look at Froyotech, you look at EVL, you look at Ascent. All those teams, at least the core of those teams, have been around for a pretty long time, and it shows. Like, that's what it takes to be the best. You have to. It's not just an individual game. You can't just recruit good players and have a super team. You have to be around your buddies, and have good teamwork.
You gotta be around your buddies. That might be. We'll have to send that into Valve as like the motto for their competitive group, maybe. You have to be around your buddies. Why don't we talk about predictions as we're still waiting for? Looks like one player we're waiting on to join up here, possibly. Who do we think is going to win this thing? I didn't check to see if there are bets being taken on this match. I'm not sure, but what's your thought? Let's have a look at Saloon too while we want to, like, you know,
from
two
last
monitors.
time I checked, it looked like it was heavily favoring. Yes, it is heavily favoring Running with Scissors with this roughly 72% chance of winning, according to Saloon. Those bettors, those dirty bettors, betting them item. Not really dirty better. I'm a dirty better. I bet on every game that I don't cast. But anyway. I think it's a little bit less like that. I'd say it's like 65-35 in favor of Running with Scissors, but obviously that doesn't matter. Like, it's you win or you lose. There's really no tying in Invite here. And my prediction is with that 65%, I think Running with Scissors will win this game. It's Gollywash, so it might not go all 5 rounds for a win. I'm gonna say 4-2.
Okay. Well, you know, I'll do the thing where I pick the other team. There's something to be said, I think, about a team with only one win in Invite. You know, you want it. You want it more. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be the team that's 1-5 because you want to keep this team going and you want to do things and you want to get to playoffs. So I think, you know, Bird Noises have that burning in their bellies. You know what I'm talking about, Kurt? Burning bellies.
Burning bellies.
Yep.
Yeah, they got some burning bellies, and that's why their tags. My belly hurts.
Well, no, I mean you have Endust, like I said, on Medic. Medic play is pretty important on this map, as it is on every map, I guess. But you know, a big game out of Guy, big game out of Vol, as we mentioned, and even from Hellbent, we can maybe expect some stuff. Now, we cast that last game. We were able to see Bird Noises and kind of how they play this. You got to think Running with Scissors have, I guess, as well, now that I come to think of it. But, I don't know. Fire, Burn, Belly, Bird Noise,
like
Victory.
It's Invite. Like, regardless of what you're... Like, if you're playing TF2, you're scrimming for each match. You want to win each match. Like, you should have the mindset that you're going to win each match regardless of the matchup. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is an even matchup, in my opinion. But, yeah, they're going to come to play. Their record doesn't mean anything to them, like, right now. They just want to get that W and move on to the next game. As the political correctness of gamers and sports players comes out, you know?
George W. I don't know if Twitch chat has their ideas on how this one may end out. We're waiting just here for the players to get started. Looks like everyone is in, possibly in server. If you guys have predictions on scores, I guess I didn't give a score, huh? Maybe 5-3 in favor of Bird Noises. But let's talk about, I don't know what's keeping these guys.
Probably should talk about the map. Because we casted a very interesting map. A very interesting map and a very interesting
match in match form. Yeah.
Bird Noises versus the Bugs, of course, the Bugs.
Right. And Birds and Bugs.
That match was very interesting. It had like different stages of aggression. The match started off really slow. Like, it was like a stalemate. The Bugs won the first round, and then like the second half, it was just off the rails for like 10 minutes. It's like 3 rounds in like 10 minutes, and then we grinded to a halt again into overtime. And once again, overtime was another really fast round, right? Oh no, you're right. Overtime was longer than anything else, right?
But because they were taking their time with it. But the thing that was so strange was that the last gap went down without us even catching it. It was this bizarre back gap.
Speaking of individual players, Vand under everybody's noses, back-capped last after like a 7 or 8 minute stalemate with 5 Bugs players alive. So he's a little sneaker. He's a little sneaker, you know?
Snake.
He's a little sneaky snake.
Hiss. Well, so
Okay.
there's a possibility that we may see this. You know, he's going to become like the new Enigma, like with the sneaky back-cap plays and whatever other scouts
Never
before
know.
him. Well, let's talk about strategies, because the other thing we saw was scouts doing some big things. I'm remembering Newspeak in particular, but the scouts were doing all kinds of good kind of strategies to kind of break the stalematy moments, and whether it's going behind or whatnot.
Yeah.
And also, actually, at matches that we didn't do, we saw kind of like some sneaky demo plays. What I'm getting at, Kurt, is what are some of these, game swaying kind of plays that we can expect to see to break the stalemates?
An interesting play that we saw the Bugs pull off several times actually is what it's called. It's called wrapping. You wrap your opponent. You kind of put them in a really odd position to back up into an undesirable place for them to fight, or try to push the middle point while their second point is being capped. And we saw the Bugs just wrap
the heck
out of bird noises, and as soon as bird noises stopped that from happening, they kind of took over the game. But maybe Muffins or Sen can wrap them up, get in that lobby while there's a stalemate on mid.
Wrap
second
them up.
there.
Yeah, pita, like a pita sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and the one I was thinking of, we had an Ascent match which was cast right here on Team Fortress TV by not us, but it was cast. We had a sticky trap in River that took down, pretty much annihilated the whole Ascent team as they were trying to just pile people down to River. I don't know if you caught that one, but we've seen some sneaky and real skillful demo play on this map as well. A well-placed trap. As much as you might think that demos and players have explored all the trap spots, even after 5 years or whatever, there's still new traps being found by people that work.
Yeah, traps work because sometimes your scouts aren't checking for stickies, your soldiers aren't checking for stickies, and you run into them. You got to be checking for those stickies when you're running through chokes. And when the game is stalematy, and then at an instant it just goes to like super fast pace, sometimes you just forget that basic thing to do. Check the stickies for your combo before entering that choke, and it can happen.
Yep. The other thing I think of is soldier hiding spots. During our match we had with the Bugs, we had way up, I believe it was Digi, if I recall, standing on just like kind of a weirdly clipped part of the roof, just into the skybox basically. But some of those weird hiding spots for soldiers, especially the ones who kind of seek them out, those can be killer as well. You can hit sync rockets coming out of shutter and stuff like that.
Yeah. Digi, I believe it was on the Bugs. He was, like you said, he was hiding on that clipping on the blue second point. I don't know if it was if the clipping is there on both sides of the map, but on the blue second point, that big wall where the forward spawn is, if you just rocket jump up that wall, you just clip onto the wall.
Stand there.
And again, another play from Digi was just hiding in forward spawn for almost 2 minutes, which was quite hilarious. But again,
works,
that
genius.
stuff only works when there's a huge stalemate, and this map does provide for some gritty stalemates. And what we've seen from Sen from running with Scizors is that he's a really strong sniper. And yeah, if your sniper's strong on a stalemate map like this, they're going to be looking to peek through that big door, maybe peek through that choke a tiny bit, just give them that half a second shot to break open the game. So I'm expecting to see some sniping out of Sen. As we go live. Sniping.
Yeah, as we get ready here, we've also seen the snipers play down low on that lower door more so than River lately, which is a bit of a shift, but we'll see anyway. Why don't I take us through the first mid, Kurt? Because I'm looking right at Deathy with his little lollipop rocket launcher here. I feel like Deathy wants to make something happen. I feel like he wants to be the next superstar featured in a highlight vid. What do you think?
He'd have a second one. He's already got one. Let's see what he does here, Getawhale.
Yeah, he's a candidate. So Blue is rolling up. He's already got a scout out in front of him here. Just going to go down low. Going to stay with his medic right now and just kind of wait as Blue kind of comes out on the point. Here's Deathy. He's going to come up onto Nipple. Scout going to try to wrap around him a little bit. Trainer gets taken down. Deathy looking at 4 players up close. Sen going to try to come in and clean up some of those kills. Now Evil Mr. Muffin's coming in as well. They took down both soldiers, Kurt. Trainer down 2. Looks good for Red.
Yeah, Sen's in behind. He's trying to stay alive here, but yeah, Hellbent got taken out immediately by Rakuso. I think he double jumped and Rakuso just took him down immediately. And from there on, it was just running with Scizors mid as Hellbent hits a nice rocket on the Sky as she surfs away to safety here, Getawhale.
Yeah, now Blue have Uber, and they were maybe thinking about it, but they know there's Uber on the other side as well. As Sky, like you said, stayed up. Rakuso's on Spy, and Rakuso's on Spy. We're keeping an eye on him. He's down and lower right now, holding his little icicle. I gotta get on the Rakuso cam. Now, I don't know what his plan is here. There is a Pyro on point, but assuming no med drop here, we should have an Uber v Uber fight. Kurt, maybe? What's going on here?
They lost Muffins. They might be looking to countersack here from Bird Noises. And they are setting the countersack in. Deathy and Sen take him out very easily as Rakuso's just sneaking around. He's just scouting out. He's taking his time. I wonder what Muffin's gonna... Yeah, Muffin just goes back up on Scout. I don't know what the plan is here. Probably waiting for Muffins to come back alive as they wait for Rakuso to make a play.
Well, we have a switch off here. Van just that second went on a sniper, and he's gonna have a look. Rakuso's thinking about just getting on point here. I don't know if we're gonna have a reaction. No, he's coming right through. Oh, it looks like he's going right for the pick here. Will he get spotted is the question. He's right behind Indust in that spot. He thought he might have been spotted as the scout ran into him. I don't know if he was or not, but he committed and didn't work.
Yeah, it was a sneaky play. Patton and Rakuso play, just playing all the classes, you know, enjoying TF2 for what it is, as they probably are going to send Hellbent in here for a countersack, or maybe they might just push out. Their whole team is up here and ready to go, as Deathy is spamming that upper battlement area.
Yeah,
Indus
Rakuso
is in.
Some action. Well, off goes the Uber. We have Rakuso, a little fight happening big door, as Soldier and Trainer are going to back away here. Red pops theirs off. Rakuso's all the way back at mid, and it looks like they're running with Scizors team. The rest of them are just going to try this. Vol having a little fight here, trying to get some rockets onto the Scout or onto the Medic. Somebody Blue just getting all over this point though, Kurt, and Red are down a bunch of players. Down goes Deathy as well.
Oh
Yikes.
man, Rakuso just saved that for his team. It was just such an
Getting
awful
Indus,
fight.
yeah.
Everybody was just getting picked off one by one. Rakuso jumps in, kills Indus, as Hellbent is trying to do the same to Sky, and he does! Great play, as Muffins is mad, and he's going right in, taking down Trainer, as Sen is following up his damage with Deathy. Wow, they're retaking this.
Yeah,
but
well, look
great
at this
play
here
from
now.
both roamers, as Deathy is getting in deep.
Yeah, absolutely. The teams are kind of just regrouping here a little bit now as the fight has gotten kind of spread out. Red going to try to cap this point. Vol's going to try to battle this. He's up on bats. He's trying to send some rockets down, but looks like this, well, I don't know. Rakuso getting that cap here. He's going to finish it off. A lot of spam going down in these areas. There's a slight Uber advantage on the side of Blue. Red going to just back right up, maybe anticipating jump out here. Rakuso needed heals.
They know that they're at a slight disadvantage, and actually they probably think it's bigger than it actually is, as Sky is doing a pretty good job building that Uber with her much later death than Indus, as Bird Noises are going to be looking to push mid here. I wonder if Sky is going to be ready to trump that Uber. She's at 78% here.
Well, looks like maybe. I'm looking at Hellbent, though, who's just kind of playing flank. We've seen this Bird Noise. Oh, here they come. They come right in. A milk, but Indus drops his Soldier and just left to stand there. He's going to try to salvage this with Van. We have big door pressure, but this is just a disaster for this Bird Noise's team. Are just going to get the heck out of here, I think. That was not fun.
Yeah, they're pushing big door here, but a lot of damage from Hellbent just trumping the push just for a little bit as they get rehealed and try to get some time on this point. They should be able to take it, but Saigai is in a great spot. He's actually sticking up that upper area, but it doesn't matter right now. Hellbent's getting pushed by Muffins. Sky does pop, and Muffins is looking to get Indus, but he is getting trumped. He's getting trumped. There's so many trumps here, and Van and Muffins are battling it out, and Van is the victor there.
Yikes, a lot of weak players on running with Scizors, and they're just kind of getting taken out here, and this could be an easy push here, although Vol real low. It looks like Bird Noise is going to come right back out. Wondering, are they going to try to just come right on through the mid, Kurt? I mean, they're at 85%. They want to move fast if they know they got that advantage.
Yeah, they do. They popped Sky right in front of their entire team and did a great job cutting the Uber and just mulching the bombing Soldier as well as Muffins. And yeah, they're looking to push mid. They have more time this time around, so maybe they can check for those stickies and
get
them out of the way.
I'm watching for like something that looks like Indus giving the call of like come get buffs, but I'm not seeing it. It looks like they're just going to maybe wait here, not wanting.
Yeah, they literally just gave up a 40% Uber advantage.
Just
that's
letting it go.
Lack of confidence, lack of communication. Like they very well should know that they have add, but looks like Sen's on sniper.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that as well, and if they can take down Sen and not get headshot here, they could be looking at a real favorable Uber fight.
Yeah, Sen has this huge angle, and he's got 3 players on his team backing him up. Muffins is doing that Newspeaks track, peeking into the lobby, just being a nuisance. And Sen is getting really aggressive. He does have so much support here, though. As Saigai is just going back to choke. He's holding down the choke. As
They're
Sen,
just all here.
He has this entire angle. They can't really peek it without risking their lives here.
Yeah, they've thrown off the defense from Bird Noises, who kind of play a certain way. Here they come. Saigai is going to lead the way, hitting those sticks. Deathy, thinking about contesting, but Blue kind of reaching out and trying to take back this whole big door area. At least back up San, who has now actually cycled around. He's at choke. I don't know if they know he's there yet. Look at him. He's getting right up there. Curtis, he's not afraid.
Yeah, he's not afraid because he saw Saigai at that big door. He quickly rotated to that choke and tried to get a shot off. But
he just kind of, I don't know, double clutched or something there. He had a soldier in his face. Real aggressive though still, and his demo, credit to Jared for making room here. But this looks like just kind of like a balled up.
They just used right into him.
Well, here we go. It's Ball leading this in, and he wants to get this pick onto someone. Nice pop back on the other side by Sky. Sen fell during all of that. Lots of sticks down here. We're going to see Ball's going to get caught in and go down. So that's, down goes the pocket.
They straight a sniper for a pocket. Jared just jumps in and kills Indus. Sky is in a really good position right now as Trainer is trying to get on top of her, but Deathy saves him, or saves her.
Down, pistol out. Muffins, your boy, is doing some work here. Down goes Hellbent. Muffin's on a little run, pistoling, trying to get Saigai here a little bit. Saigai just going to escape and jump out, but real great fight there. Really kind of started with Ball.
Oh my god, Saigai just 2-shot Sen with that sign.
The sign, okay. Conscientious objector.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are we going to wait here? Van is coming right out. Van wants a pick. Van is coming right out of the lobby here. Are we seeing a push out?
Oh, it looks like it. Indus and Ball are just right on that battlements area, just not messing around. Ball's getting tossed up in the air, but not without doing a ton of damage.
Oh, they're chasing this medic. This Sky running away. One rocket or shot here. Oh my god, she's ditching around. She got Van right up in the face. And that was real smart play there, actually, by Bird Noises, who knew that they were at a big disadvantage. Kurt. They did it.
Had that great height advantage, and Indus buffed everybody in as they just
look
walked
at this
into
now.
them. They pinched them at that choke area.
There's nobody to even think about challenging mid. And yeah, 85% is Indust, who you gotta like that. Yeah, you gotta like that.
Yeah, watch out for the sticky trap. They gotta watch out for a bomber, and there's no sticky trap, and there's no bomber in sight. They're having a nice clean walk into second here.
Although
they
you
want to keep their medic from popping.
I don't know. That's a huge pick.
They didn't check for the trap.
That was Jared getting a huge pick onto Indus who had full ad Kurt. That's, oh boy.
They can't lose too many people here, though.
Deathy's still up top here, keeping this positional advantage, trying to get a pick on Ball or Van, someone, Saigai. Only Deathy left up here. If he can, well, not gonna go their way. Holy cow. So
they got rolled.
So from taking down Indus, dropping the Uber, to losing everyone. We got Jared back here just trying to get out of spawn in time, and my lord.
They just started pushing forward after dropping the Uber, and obviously Bird Noise's knee-jerk reaction when their medic dies is get their medic. And that's exactly what they did, but they didn't just get their medic, they got their whole team. So they traded Indus for their entire team. As we head into the second mid here, Getawhale.
We got Jared sending out sticks. We'll talk more about this in a second, I think, but Jared here just trying to defend the middle area here with his medic, Sky, back by the choke. Scout's trying to push up a little bit. Here's jumping by Hellbent. Down goes full and Saigai. Trainer's here just right in the face, just kind of waiting to come around this corner. They're going to need to do something here. Oh, wow! Down goes Hellbent and Trainer. A really great mid for running with Scizors here.
Yeah, Deathy's going in deep. He is spotted out by Van. I don't think he's going to fight this, but Van needs to get back with Indus. And Muffins is not afraid. He's taking this 1v1. And it's just going to result in nothing here. Muffins is getting really aggressive, just giving himself so much room to cap that second point for free.
Yeah, both teams with Uber now. There's no off-classing or anything like that. Deathy's upstairs getting ready for possibly heading in through the river. Maybe. We got Hellbent there waiting. And Bird Noises have these kind of drawn-up defenses. It almost feels like a football team, doesn't it, Kurt? Like they're just very methodical with their defenses, and they they hold the same way until it doesn't work, is what I'm observing from them anyway.
Yeah, on this map you can kind of mix and match. If you have time, you can throw the center gun. If you don't have time, you can throw out a heavy. And obviously, a pyro is very strong with the small choke points. As Muffins is trying to get a pick here and throwing his life away to do so.
Oh, Helmet just grabbing the small pack to stay, barely staying alive.
And Ball is peeking here. Oh, he's not peeking. He's going in. Here he goes.
Jared was still up. Oh my lord.
Sky
Jared,
milking that Uber. Great stuff from Sky.
really good. She's one of those potential breakout players to watch, I think. We'll see. She's playing certainly well though so far. Didn't drop an Uber this time, right?
Oh.
Kusa's in river here. Oh, a real early pop here, maybe anticipating sticks. In comes Sky with Deathy. We've got maybe the the other prong of the attack in river. Although here's Indus and Hellbent now looking for something they lost. Revenge to a sniper shot. Sen is up in river. He's got a soldier with him. What's going on here?
This is
Jeremy
really
Wild
awkward.
Lobby.
Hellbent is still alive, just shooting one rocket after another, just killing everybody. And Deathy's on the point right now.
Oh, he's nothing challenging Deathy. Deathy's still back there.
Sen's gonna finish it off. What the heck? So, Scizors decides to trade Ubers after Muffins goes sniper. If you have a sniper, usually you want to get that pick before pushing, but they just bamboozled bird noises with that play and got behind while Hellbent was trying to clean up the Running with Scizors team in that lobby area. I cannot believe that worked. As we come into the third mid here, Getawhale.
We got Ball jumping up, almost runs into Deathy there, gets some good damage out. Rakuso's down and Deathy's hurt. Ball's still down below though, has to kind of recover. In on the red combo, down goes Deathy and Sen. Evil Mr. Muffins though trying to take down Hellbent if he can. Take down these scouts. A lot of people falling, but only Jarrett left now on red. He wants something for his troubles, but doesn't get it. Worth noting, Indus stayed up.
It seems as though whichever team is more aggressive on these mids loses the mid. And Running with Scizors was very aggressive that mid, and they just kind of got, crushed. Nothing more. They lost everybody, and they're left with a full Uber disadvantage as Hellbent is pushing Rakuso, who is on sniper, this upper lobby area.
Indus waiting for his players. I'm wondering if he's having like whacked out flashbacks to dropping that Uber in a similar spot last time. We'll see though. He's playing smart. He's a smart kid, that Indus. Shout outs. They're now taking it in through lower lobby. Nowhere near Uber on the other side. They're going to have to rely on this engineer here. They're going to pop and take the scout and the demo in. They're going to have to target that gun. Hiding around the corner was a pyro, and we're going to see if Deathy can make a difference here as well. As down goes Indus. We've got people on point though. Lots of point presence. Fall down there. Going down to a huge play out of Jarrett, who... Jarrett puts major damage on the point, but at the end, Psy Guy gets to do his little thing. Gets to do his little taunt.
God, Trainer is just doing work that whole Uber, just popping down the pyro, taking down the last play, or doing a lot of damage to the last play on point, and of course, burning to death immediately after capping. And this is a fast-paced game here, Getawhale.
It's 2-1 for Bird Noises. Why don't you take us through the mid?
All right, I'm watching Deathy just getting that nice 300 overheal on the point, having that nice point presence, just looking around. He's dropping down. It looks like he and Rakuso are going to be jumping on top of Indus. Indus does not go down just yet, and they are losing a lot of players. 2 down for each team here, and we're having the developed mid fight here.
Trainer making his way back up. He could be the difference here potentially. That second scout. Jarrett getting into a little bit of a skirm here. That's short for skirmish with Psy Guy. Meanwhile, on the point, it's just Evil Mr. Muffins now working on Trainer, who might go down. Van chasing Indo. Van wants to take down something here. He gets Mr. Muffins. Easy for me to say. He's going to look after Sky. Oh, and that's finally Psy at the perfect moment there.
Van just two-shot Evil Mr. Muffins, who was at like 160 health, which indirectly caused Sky to die. So huge play coming from Van. That second mid, I guess. It was a really elongated mid. All the soldiers died really early. It was a little bit awkward.
Yeah. With full ad here again, we're looking at Bird Noises going into last with full ad, and if they can, maybe we'll get a mirror image of that last push. We'll see what happens here. Rakuso trying to hold and do something here as the Uber is popped off. Pyro still in there in the mix. I just saw possibly Deathy's flying around here trying to just get this combo out. Indus is backed all the way back up to river. Hellbent though on point, just doing a ton of work. Deathy now going to patrol back in underneath, and this
Kuso's looking to cut Indus off here lower.
Might catch him out.
And he's getting blocked by Psy Guy, but Muffins is up top to take him down, and Muffins is not done yet. Where did he go? He just flew in the air. I don't see him anymore.
He's on second point
He's
right
straight
now.
back to the second point with
Gonna
his
help build
supreme surfing skills.
Yeah, doesn't have to help build. Actually, now full ad coming back for Sky. Something they haven't really seen this match.
Trainer's on sniper.
Looking at trainer here. Yeah, looking at the trainer cam, checking for sticks. Real smart here, but running with Scizors. Hopefully they can take this without doing anything. Watching trainer though. Joe, trainer back on scout.
Yeah, trainer despawn. There's no way they're gonna contest this. Trainer's coming out of spawn right now, and Deathy's trying to lock down that big door.
They're coming right.
He shows himself big door as they come choke. Very tricky play.
Well, Mr. Muffins is trying to do his thing. They're kind of backing up the bats. They've got that great advantage, but Reg is going to take the point real easily here, and Blue are going to have to get back up in here. Hellbent is going to go down real early here to Mr. Muffins, and Red can just come on through. Is this it? Is this the push, Kurt?
It could be. Muffins just getting that free kill. They need to make sure they get on the point real soon. Indus is going to have his Uber in a matter of seconds here. Sen just swords the enemy soldier and runs away. Yeah, it looks like a great defense from Bird Noise. He says Indus is not messing around. He's coming right through lobby with Vol. Vol's checking for some sticky traps. He saw that the enemy demo has dead, so they're just going to be walking right into him here as they pop Uber, hitting nice, crisp rockets on the Deathy, but that's probably all they're going to get.
We got Rakuso in behind. Rakuso is on the last point, wants a back cap. He takes down the demo. He's on the last point. Gets cleaned up by Hellbent. There's a round-saving play. Ooh, yikes.
And beyond that, since Rakuso was behind, he was calling for his team to stop that second point, which caused them to lose Jarrett. And that's going to let Bird Noise just walk through mid without worrying about a sticky crowd. And they get
big shot there.
Oh my god! Deathy's hungry. He's underneath. They don't know, I don't think. Is he going to go back up? Oh, he is going to go back up.
Kurt, I'm into this.
All right. Yeah, I'm into this. That was a great heads-up play. They knew Jarrett was dead, and they just burned right through that choke point and took down Sky. This is a really all-over-the-place game. We were just at Bird Noise's last point. It looks like they're going to be able to take the second point here with their Uber Getawhale.
Yeah, Blue's slowing it down here a little bit. They're about to have their advantage, which is quite large. We got about 12 minutes left in this first half, guys, if you're watching the clock. In comes Rakuso, Hellbent, who's going to maybe look for something. He's in. I don't know. He's kind of in no man's land.
He's making space for a team, but he loses too much health in the process. This might be a little sloppy push as Deathy just jumps right on top of Indus and forces the Uber. They are, each team is down a player, and
here's Sai up high. He's right in on Sky. That all rhymes, but you know, TF2 rhymes sometimes.
Yeah, Sai locking them out from that upper area, and Muffins actually tried to take a fight, but as soon as Sky hit a sticky on him, he backed right off. But pretty good salvage from the Bird Noises team as Hellbent gets a little bit caught out there. And we have a pause. But like I was saying, Hellbent was trying to make room for his team, just scouting out like potential sticky traps, potential like maybe a soldier hiding behind the point to bomb. But his team really didn't push in after that, and he kind of just died. But at the same time, they got a lot of information, which allowed them to walk through choke somewhat safely. But Deathy, again, made a heads-up play and forced Indus from that battlements area.
So now we're kind of slowing it down a little bit here, but we're kind of in a slingshot mode, aren't we, Kurt? Going back and forth now with Ubers as Red about to get theirs on last, but they're not going to obviously come out of here. That would be nutty.
They might.
Wacko.
They have a pretty significant advantage. They know it. They just forced Indus, and Sky is about to get her Uber. Obviously, they know Hellbent died. Like they have 2 minutes in the future, but if the pause was right now, like live, like in game, they'd be thinking, well, Hellbent died. Maybe he'll think he might go spy, so we might have to stay back at this last point or have someone stay back at this last point. But if you're at this big of an Uber advantage, I know it is hard to push out of this last point, but you gotta push on it. It is dangerous, but you gotta push on it, Getawhale.
Well, yeah, we'll see. It's interesting because we never know when we have these pauses. As you mentioned, the STV is about a minute and a half off. It's happening in the future, as you said, so we don't know if this is going to be like during a push or something like that. We don't know who dropped or what happened at all, but I guess this could go either way right now. It just kind of depends. I'm kind of just like flying around looking at the player positioning a little bit to kind of looks like Red mostly all kind of scattered back and are just sort of in defense mode for sure.
And to further reinforce what I was saying, like their class composition is it's just the standard loadout. They don't have a pyro, they don't have a sniper. They're pushing out here. Otherwise, they're just gonna be dancing around at their last with 2 scouts. Yeah, they're gonna need to be checking all the entrances. You got that up top area, you got that lower area, and obviously you have that main shutter door. And yeah.
Uptown and downtown.
I think the goal is to get that second point without Ubering, but it's going to be tough. And if they get an Uber, they're going to want Deathy to have a fat Uber.
Fat? How fat, Kurt?
A very fat Uber. And here we go.
So, okay, here we go.
Running with Scissors is going to be looking to push out here, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Deathy is walking the lobby with Sky. They're checking every which way, looking for stickies. They do have stickies on that above the shutter as they push that lower area. And Van is hiding. And he gets 2-shot by Muffin, and they're walking in here with a 1-man advantage, but Deathy just gets dropped from 300 to nothing. And it was a smart drop from Sky. They are going to be able to take this point without having to use Uber. They just sacrificed Deathy's life to get that. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, and they do get the second point. So great hold from Sky. Usually you don't want to drop your pocket, but in situations like that, it was more than acceptable.
Sometimes it is okay, and so now we're left here, both teams holding on to Uber right in this kind of situation. Maybe a little stalemate coming, setting up sticks and whatnot. A little bit of action on big door. Got Sen here. Wonder if we may see a sack. We've got blue sticks on the big door, by the way. Shut down that red push.
This game definitely could be slowing down to a little bit of a halt here. As Bird Noises are winning, they don't really need to make the move, but they are buffing Ball. Ball seems like he's going to be making the move here, or just pushing in. They have Uber. He's just spamming it, really.
Oh, Ball in a little trouble there, real close to going down. Indus to save him out. Save him out. Pat him on the back. Tell him it's going to be okay, you know? I was looking at the stats. I was about to just kind of bring up some numbers here. As a little bit of action still, Sen getting in real deep. Even Mr. Muffins had 13 picks when I checked. That's the most kills on his team. 13 on the other side by Van. So our 3 on the scouts being the stars. So far, so good.
Definitely. And if I were to see anybody a sack, it would be Sen here. He's probably the best sniper in this server right now. And you want a good sniper in this stalemate situation. But I think Indus and friends are kind of waiting for that sack so they can just push immediately after it. And Vanda's in lobby right now, fighting Sen, and he actually gets crushed by Sen. Sen just hitting the meat. And either Running with Scissors is going to push here, or they're going to be sending in a sack. And looks like they're going to be pushing here.
Well, yeah, Sen in no position. He maybe sneak up, but obviously Blue keeping an eye on him there. Nowhere he can really go. So much for the idea of the Sen sack. Maybe they're going to cycle back around here. I'm going to try to be adaptable. Van actually came up. Yeah, here we go.
That is very odd. I really don't know why Ryan was. Maybe it was just a communication failure, but you got to send someone in to counter sack. There's really no reason not to.
On the Van cam.
But yeah, Van is on sniper. I think this heavily favors Bird Noises here, especially with the hesitation coming from Running with Scissors.
The Alex Van cam. Sponsored by Alex. Yeah. He watched a soldier come across the corner and just peek. Gonna cycle back down here now to big door, see if he can get something. There it is. There's Rakuso. See if he gets Sen as well. Looking for the 2K. Ooh, Sen just barely
Hellman's following up that
well, they're coming
angle.
Right in.
And they're taking. This is the rat play. Most of their team is in lobby here, and Deathy's looking to get a fat Uber onto Vol and Indus, and he doesn't really get much. Vol is gonna be having the advantage here at the end of this Uber here, but Indus is running away.
Oh, Van is still in there, and he gets Scott with a headshot. So Van able to get away. He wants the soldier too. He wants to try to get Death. The SMG is out. He gets an assist there on the kill, which is nice. Finally gets taken down there by the soldier. But shout out to Van to maybe showing up the supposed best sniper in the server. Sen?
Yeah.
Getting a run for his money.
It was a great play from Vol and Indus. They knew they had a little bit more of an Uber, and they used the rest of that Uber to get Vol with a 300 buff up on that battlement, just causing a great distraction as Van got a nice, clean headshot onto Sky. And another notable play was Rakuso potentially saving the round, getting 2 kills right at the end there. And we are stalemating once again. So good plays all around.
Yeah, absolutely. Hellbat now peeking around. Oh, there's another shot. That's Trainer. They swap
Looks like
it
they got
off.
2 snipers here.
Well, yeah, here we go. They took down, it was Deathy, so with the pocket down now, Hellbent down underneath. I don't know. Blue kind of want to push this one, but they're, I don't know, this fight's breaking down here a little
Hellbent
bit.
are really hurt, and Sen and Muffin are just taking them down.
There. Sen dancing around rockets a little bit. Here's Hellbent, gonna challenge point. He's in on the medic, hits Sky, down goes Sky. Let's get Mr. Muffins here a little bit too. He's got a little bit of fighting going on. It's Psy Guy actually on point, trying to back everybody off.
Yeah, Ryan with Scissors tried to wrap Bird Noises in. Bird Noises held their ground at that middle point with some great just damage coming out from the core classes in the well, actually, who cares? Sen is up top and they don't know. He just jumped off of Indus's head and tried to backcap? What? I don't know if he knew he jumped off Indus's head, but that's what he did, and they just took
he goes down as well.
2 for free.
Yeah, all the way in on mid. I don't know what that he was thinking, but here comes Blue. Bird Noise is looking to go into half here. Forget about the 6 minutes left on the clock. They want to close this right here. Gotta be quick though, or they're gonna see
Trainer hits
respawn.
Sky. This could be really bad for Running with Scissors. They do trade Vol in the process, but you'll take that any day. Indus backing up, getting that full Uber advantage, and they might be looking to push. Hopefully, for the sake of Bird Noises, Van can live here, and he does. Here they come, Getawhale. Muffins is on the point trying to defend it. He's fighting Van. Van is all flashy and glowy. Doesn't look like he's going to lose that one. There's so much time on the point here. Muffins is still hitting the meat with 2 health.
Rakuso doing so much work, and he saves the point, finishing off the wipe on the Indus. You may not have had it on him, but Rakuso was the star there for me. Give him my vote.
Yeah, I did not
weekend.
see that. I was just watching Muffins live for so long. There was a soldier and a scout on the point, and he just didn't die for the longest time. And Rakuso just got some nice, crispy rockets onto that point where the 4 people were standing.
Yeah, Trainer's still up on Sniper. I don't know if he's going to maybe get some kind of sneaky little pick here, but my goodness. Well, what happened on the last was Sky got her respawn just in time to run out and heal up this older Rakuso. Well, that's what happened. Looks like we're back to this kind of second area though here now. We've got just under 5 minutes, Kurt, to go in this first half.
Yeah, Sky does have Uber advantage, but Trainer, do they know Trainer's on Sniper? I don't know if they know. He is, he's a-looking. Where is he at? Oh, she Ubers early to save anybody on her team from getting picked, and they should, they purchased that midpoint with their Uber, and Trainer is, all these snipers are hitting their shots here.
Sorry,
the guy to watch.
Trainer going for the other soldier. He doesn't get a shot there, but he's got a big old lane here to look at everybody on red. He sees Sen poking around, misses a shot on. Oh wow, but Psy Guy actually cleans him up. So real good here for Blue, and again, Bird Noise is looking for the 3rd point here.
Yeah. So purchasing mid with that Uber just wasn't enough when Trainer has that sniper rifle in his hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, geez, Bird Noise has shown us they have 2 fantastic snipers here. Trainer's still trying to do some work. They got to get rid of these sticks. So we'll get the mop. But actually,
they
they're
lost
down both
2
their
players
soldiers. Yeah, they're
getting here.
Goodbye. Trainer's staying up though. I mean, that sniper's so powerful, Kurt.
It's definitely like it's gonna be really good or really bad here, and he's backing off, trying to look at choke.
Boy.
But both Running with Scissors soldiers are probably gonna be wanting to spam that choke area where they see Trainer, and in fact, Deathy just hits 2 directs on the Trainer, and see you later as they walk right into choke here without having to worry about stickies or an Uber as they see the stickies get dead right in front of them, and they do get forced, but. Yeah, they do trade Ubers here.
Here's the Uber finally. I was going to say almost going to be a
Ball
bad...
is
Oh, look at
juggling
this!
Sky!
Look at this!
Oh, she does get out.
Kind of a body block situation. Deathy finally the one to fall. All players just kind of playing the weird little chess match there.
Yeah, they're rotating the big door real fast
here. Here they come. We got 3 minutes left in this one. Double jump by Hellbent. He's in on the medic. He gets Sky. Really well-placed rocket there. He falls, but he did his job. Rakuso down as well. And Blue.
Sen is trying to save the round for his team right here. He's on top of it. Does 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Takes him down. Potentially saving the round for his team, because Indus would have had full Uber pushing into the last point there. And yeah, great play. We're not done here. Band is in. Band's gonna just die. And we can't even recap. They are just aggressive. Everybody's so aggressive. I love it.
Well, we got 2
minutes.
in
that choke.
2.5 minutes here left. Plenty of time, tons of time actually. As Van, the only one down right now, gonna get his respawn, but slight Uber advantage here for red, and I don't know. It's time kind of to go balls out here, isn't it? Ball getting real close here in this choke. Are we gonna see anything happen, or are both teams just gonna kind of
Well,
hang
if
out
it's
with
going
this
to
dude who won't
stalemate here,
score.
I have to say the soldier work from Bird Noise has just been fantastic. Not only Hellbent did get Sky on that jump, but he also opened up so much room for his team to get on that point and just do so much damage. As Running with Scizors is looking to push into this lower area, they take so much damage before using their Uber. Deathy is trying to find some damage, but they're all gone. All the Bird Noises have scattered. They lose Van, but losing one player for an Uber is fine and dandy. As Paul is getting aggressive on that point. He does get dropped by Indust, but they do take down Sen. They're looking for Muffins here, and they don't get him.
They're coming in actually to... well, okay, everyone's just going to kind of reset here. There is a slight Uber difference. Blue's just going to get this cap. Minute 28 we're looking at here. Still a little bit of time potentially here. I mean, if Bird Noises beef this push, anything could happen. We'll see how it goes, though. A couple sticks here and there. Oh, they're going to back up. Maybe cycle all the way back.
It's just some really rough Ubers from both teams. They just got one pick each with their Ubers, and usually want a little bit more than that with your Uber, but Running with Scizors know they have that slight ad because they did pop before Bird Noises, and they're trying to push through this big door area. Oh my god, that's a very beautiful looking sticky trap from Guy, but they're going to completely avoid it as they walk into lobby. 3 players, Muffins, Deathy, and Sky, and they're going to catch out Guy for free here. Great stuff, but Bird Noises just like run around with their heads chopped off here. Sky finally pops, and Sen is chasing Trainer in the lobby area, but he doesn't have any help. Trainer is winning this fight, and Sen is going to have to back off.
Yeah,
and Indus is still caught out. What the hell is going on?
We still have lots. Deathy actually gets the pack there. He's gonna. Oh wow! Look at this chasing down through River is ball. 24 seconds left here. Anything can happen. Kurt still. Oh wow! Meanwhile, back down on point. Just everybody fighting. This fight is gonna spread out. Deathy's still underneath Kurt. Deathy's still down there. He's gonna walk up onto this last point. 10 seconds left. Here's Van.
He's gonna get it.
Oh
no, he's not.
Oh, rocket on the Van.
Jared has 4 health. He needs to 1v1 a sentry gun with 4 or 6 health. He wins the fight.
Jared could have got right on it, but
he couldn't. The sentry
gun
gun
expire, and just unfortunately there.
That was so awkward. In that choke area, Indus got forced while 3 of the Running with Scizors players were in lobby with Uber. They take down Guy, just walk right in, they Uber, and magically they get really nothing with it. If they got a little bit, just a little bit more with that Uber, they would have won that round, like very, very convincingly. It wouldn't even we wouldn't even been biting our nails there. They would have just got it.
Maybe biting, I don't know, maybe like putting our nails into the desk or something.
A great heads-up play.
Yep.
Regardless, from Running with Scizors, wrapping, just getting them in that death grip, getting the Bird Noises, just squeaking them, you know, making them squeak.
Kurt, calm down. It's.
I just really like that wrap play. It's just so strong on this map, and they got into lobby, killed Guy without taking any damage, but unfortunately they just could not make that Uber as fat as it should have been.
As fat. I was asking you about how fat it should be. I guess we'll get to that maybe at the end of everything. Have a look at the stats here.
We need a scale.
Yeah, yes. Send us a scale, please. Looking at the stats to see what stands out, Bird Noises seems to me are having a huge game. But look at Mr. Muffins on the side of Running with Scizors. He's got 27 picks, leading everybody in the server, even though his team is down 2-1, and even though Bird Noises have kind of done a lot more damage and popped a lot more Ubers off. All these numbers seem in favor of Bird Noises.
Yeah, other than Muffins, from what I've seen with Muffins, and I think the reason he's getting a lot of frags is that after Uber, he is just getting 1-2 kills almost every single time Ubers are exchanged. He's getting that nice juicy buff from Sky and just going in with that 185 health. But other than that, I'm really impressed with Bird Noises, especially their soldiers. They're just opening up so much room for their team to just push in on every single point here.
Well, I guess the Bird Noise is wanting to show people that 1-4 record is maybe not necessarily demonstrative of what they actually are bringing here. They're better than a 1-4 record. I guess they want to show the world. And actually, it's probably for the better because they don't have the greatest schedule coming up the next little while, but we can talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bird Noise is definitely, a real dominant performance kind of all around. I'm looking down just all the particular players. Vol and Van having great games. Guy, like you mentioned as well. Trainer on the sniper. I mean, the sniping has been almost the game changer. I mean, picks are 92 to 79 for bird noises, but I'm just thinking of that run that we saw for both the snipers.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Like Van goes down, Trainer's like, "All right, I got your back, buddy. I got your back. I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna get 2 kills.
One-upsmanship.
Yeah, one-upsmanship, and that's what you want to see out of your teammates. You want to see some frags, and that's what you're getting on this. Like, you usually don't see Gulwash this fast pace. I know it is only 1 to 2 coming to half, but there's really not been much stalemating going on other than the last 10 minutes. Like part of the last 10 minutes, I would say, part of it.
Yeah, I've been very impressed, really, because especially, I mean, right from the start of the round, just so much back and forth, and we were full Uberad against full Uberad back and forth just so many times, and really exciting. It is a close game. I mean, 2 to 1. It could have almost been 3 to 1, like we were saying, but I would call it almost a little closer than that. I mean, it's almost more like 1-1 or 2-2. Wouldn't it be?
Well,
Kurt,
it would have been 2-2 because Running with Scissors is actually behind her right now. We'll see how they come back from this. It seems like both teams are very proactive when it comes to these stalemate situations. They want to make something happen, especially the Bird Noises team, as switching off the sniper a lot. And I guess singling out Rakuso, just switching to Spy, also switching to Sniper once there. Getting that off-class action. I think Muffins went Sniper too once, and Sen went Sniper, so both teams are just off-classing it up.
Stacked to the brim with snipers. But
that's what I want to see, though. Is that what you want to see?
Yeah, sure. I just meant it feels almost like a tie game to me, even though Bird Noises have kind of been dominant. You kind of get the feeling that Running with Scissors could have at any time just went on their own run, and maybe we'll see the tables flipped in this second half. We're just kind of waiting for players here to talk it over. We're getting that halftime speech, that dramatic, Super Bowl speech in the locker room.
Dude, I got that. I got that knee tapping. It means I'm excited. You got that little knee tap.
Get that knee tapping.
Slap that knee, keep it from tapping, but I don't want to keep it from tapping. This is exciting.
Let us know in Twitch chat if you got that knee tap.
Yeah, you got that knee tapping, your knee bopping up and down. Your knee's not bopping up and down. You better get your head in the game, because this is a knee bopping game. Get that knee tap going.
Do you think either of these teams have anything that they can do any differently in this second half, or do you think that is it maybe these pick classes like the snipers that are going to make the difference in the second half?
I don't know. It seems like both teams are playing pretty good. It's hard to just say, "Oh, you need to get more out of your Uber." It is hard to get a lot out of your Uber when you're just getting juggled in these small choke points here. But if whichever pocket, in my opinion, can get more out of their Ubers, which I do believe Ball is getting a little bit more, I think that team is going to win this game. Michael.
Yep, Michael. Well, we'll have to kind of see, is that what's going to happen, or what? Kind of just peering at these stats. These teams are just going to make us wait.
Well, I don't. Sometimes you want to take a break. You gotta go to the restroom. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Take a sip of water. But I've had my sip of water, and I took my bathroom break before the game. And I'm ready. Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Wow, someone's bragging about having a sip of water over here.
Yeah, I had a sip of water.
Shut this guy up, someone. Well, we're into the second half. Kurt, I don't mean that. I'm looking at Vol, by the way. We're going to check out this mid. It looks like the soldier Hellbent already, after jumping in there. Vol going to jump this left side here a little bit. Hellbent stuck down low. Rakuso sees Trainer going to jump over the side. Sen just kind of patrolling the nip right now.
Hellbent's going drop down right now. They don't know. Here he comes. One rocket, two rocket, easy peasy. Sky goes down.
Alive.
Now they need to keep Indus alive. Deathy is below Indus right now. They don't really know. Oh my god, he hits a nice rocket, but that's not on the Indus. Sen is all over Trainer, but Trainer just gives him the meat. And Trainer's not done. He gets another frag for his troubles, as our boy Yuki would say.
Fat meat.
It's me, Yuki.
Yeah, Mr. Muffins, he's not even gonna think about last. He's up here on bats with his little sniper rifle. See if he can op some action here with his little gun. Okay, we've got our little wall hacks. Of course, they don't have these in the game. of course. I mean, that would just be unfair.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
if
would be
Muffin's gonna get
cheating. You
anything
would
here.
not be
Yeah,
allowed to play in
you're
ESEA
gone.
after
Yeah.
a short period
Looks
of time.
like the push might come right underneath them, so Muffin's maybe just completely out of this fight here. Indus looking to take this through, taking a lot of spam here, eating it up, but looking to, oh boy, might get wrapped here.
Sen was trying to get a little cheeky there, but Saigai just had a trap ready for him.
Well played.
And just presses his right mouse button and frags
As he would. Well, boy, they're going to try to time this perfectly here. The second cap just about to go. Early pop in here. It's Indus taking Trainer through, taking Saigai through. There's a heavy there, but he's going to have to back right in. Muffins with the off class, and Kurt, when you
That's
stand
a
on
textbook last push.
yeah, when you stand there, you cap the last.
They couldn't do anything to go back into their spawn. Saigai was getting flash.
Yeah.
Hellbent. No. It was Ball and Saigai just getting flash there, just putting so much damage into that front spawn, and they couldn't get back onto the point.
Everyone did their job. Everyone did their job perfectly.
Saigai's trying to lay down stickies here on this mid. He is getting pushed back. Jared is doing a great job sticking out Saigai early on these mids, just forcing Saigai to take a lot of heals early on, as Jared, again, just doing so much damage. Deathy is trying to follow up the damage, and Jared just finishing off his own damage once again. And Sen is just not done. He's going in. He's going in. He's
going
just
look at
holding
him,
W.
Oh my lord. Oh, he's going to come on back. Jared, although, is Jared going to do his little turn, try to get a little sneaky pick here if he can. A couple sticks set up at lower. Yeah, Deathy kind of had like, it looked like he was playing MGE at mid, but look at this. Blue just come right through. Little bit of damage. Oh, okay, Rakuso comes in and he's tell his team
He's
there's
just
a
throwing
heavy.
in the sec. I could definitely see Rakuso going Spire Sniper here. Like, he was probably told by his medic Sky, it's even Ubers. Let's get an off class right now.
Well, I mean, not that you wouldn't hear a heavy, but
Yeah.
you know, he
Or
got a
he
little
just
bit of
went
info.
in, or he just went in for a play. You know, like it was basically a free life to throw away. You might as well try to make a play out of it. And they do actually get Muffins on Sniper. So yeah, they did sack Rakuso to get that Sniper on Muffins. So great proactive play from running with Scizors. As
Muffins taking this lower angle. We talked about it earlier that not seeing snipers in river as often as down in lower anymore because you see teams holding on this platform on left here, Kurt.
Yeah,
you can get away
and they're
with
holding
it
on that
a lot
top
of the
right
time.
area, so Muffins is not going to get any, not even going to get his dot onto Indus as he rotates to a much better angle, but it's a much more dangerous spot to stand in as he jumps onto that pipe. Indus not giving him any chances. He's just crouched. He was just crouched
He's
behind
just
that
far
pole.
forward. He's just in this very corner now. So I don't know. I mean, a little Muffins is up top. I'm gonna say a little play on this shutter here could be bad.
Great
Look at
shot.
that. Gets Hellbent.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
He just dropped right down, quick scoped, and just took
God damn.
Hellbent's head off. As they're probably gonna be sending in a counter sack or just let Muffins get more aggressive, or even use their Uber. As Deathy is doing so much damage with his Uber, forcing Saigai back into spawn, but Ball might get the better of him here.
Well, Sky had to run out. They found Trainer that was just waiting there for a little shot on the side, but Rakuso was just right on it. Deathy down there too. Here he is, one-on-one with Hellbent. Here's Ball trying to save it. Ball can't save it. The result is
That was
point
a
for running
great
with
pick
Scizors.
from Muffins and a fat Uber coming from Deathy, just pushing Saigai back into his spawn as his team just infiltrated that last point, and they couldn't really recover from their poor positioning from that great Uber from Deathy. So good stuff.
Yeah, well, we're looking at 3-2, I believe now. Yeah, 3-2 as, you know, running with Scizors, looking to see if they can, I guess, I don't know, make something happen here on this mid. Backed up right away, Hellbent right up in the face, and Hellbent's still alive. Sky having to get right the hell out of there. Gonna send an
Sky's
arrow
gonna get
out,
chased down by Van.
Sky's
Can
in trouble.
Van finish her off? Is she just gonna suicide Vine? No, Van just hits the meat, finishes him off, and holy moly!
We're looking at last here
We're
now,
having a
Kurt.
back and forth battle here, but this is looking real good.
Well,
for
Bird Noise is
Bird
getting
Noises.
this full wipe here. They're going to be looking good on this last point. Do they want to just come right in, Kurt? They're at 70% on the Ruber. Sky only just now coming back up, so they're going to have full ad, as it's called.
They're
Deathy going
buffing
to try
up
to
their
challenge
team
here a
and they're
little
gonna
bit,
be ready to go. And shout out to Hellbent on that mid there.
Yeah.
Just hitting some great rockets,
Fatties.
and he was able to reload one more and trade with the enemy roamer right at the end there. So just doing like 400 damage on that mid, that's pretty solid for a roamer. As
Sen is
they
up on
push in
Sniper.
here.
Yeah, Sen going to look for a pick here. It looks like the push going to come from River here, Kurt. Oh, they're ready to go. Real early push there. They're going to get right through those sticks. The heavy needs to go down. The gun is already down. They're just going to get around the point. Van is just We got Scout on there, another Scout there. Sen comes on to try to challenge. And on there, 1v1 with Muffins. Now Jared, just the whole combo of blue on there. But getting taken out, holy huge damage from Sakai, who deads his sticks, takes out the whole team, and Curtis is 4-2 in favor of Bird Noises. Unbelievable.
That's the dream situation if you're a demo man, just pretty much sitting back, tossing them stickies on the point, and just waiting for the enemy team to just jump on top of them, try to save the point. Saigai coming in huge for his team as we have a really close game here. Actually, Bird Noises are looking to close it out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 4-2. It's here's a jump right in. It's the Red Soldier. Hellbent got a pick on the Muffins. Trainer gonna just kind of, you know, slug his way over and take out. Wow.
They need to keep Sky alive here, or it might just be over. Saigai's keeping Sky from running in the lobby. Oh my god! Saigai may have just won his team the game there, jumping from that middle point to the big door, just sticking off Saigai.
Eyes on Rakuso. So, oh no, he was up on Sniper. He's
He didn't sticky off himself.
Well, they're going to come right in here. Here is Bird Noises. And again, just going to close off that spawn door. Rakuso down low, going to try to challenge it here. Van gets taken down. Indus now just going to slowly walk his players over. It's Hellbent on that point. Hellbent on the point. Yeah, Sky. Everybody's stacking this last point.
It's only fitting that Saigai gets a sign kill to finish the game. Saigai just stepping it up for his team right at the end there. Holy crap.
Wow.
Like, as I was saying, he jumped from the middle point to the big door and stickied off the Scout and Sky.
Perfect.
Earlier I said Saigai, he didn't sticky himself off. He stickied them out. They were long gone. They should have gotten out, but just a great heads up play, and it just straight up won them that last round.
Wow.
So, wow, I'm surprised. These Bird Noises guys are looking great.
I like them because they're the truth. I'm looking at the stats here now to see what we can have. I mean, that felt like one of the stronger halves out of a demo that we've seen in quite a while there, as Saigai just kind of making such a huge difference in certainly those last two rounds. Yeah, 5-2 is your final. Bird Noises. Anything stick out to you here in the stats, Kurt? Look at how many more Ubers Indus
before the stats. I just gotta recap, like you said, the demos really dictated every single round that half. Jarrett just took over the mid, I believe the second round, which caused his team to roll into last for their one round they got that second half. But the last two rounds, pretty much all Saigai there, just sticking him off, doing a ton of damage, and working with his pocket and Vol to dish out that great damage in those Ubers.
How about this? I will corroborate your claim, as Saigai only died 9 times in that match, the lowest of any player. He's 27 and 9, just over 10k damage. So Saigai, the demo is sometimes the silent hero, you know what I mean? Is not necessarily getting the kills. But Saigai was able to go huge there, probably on camera for most of those plays, and the demo gets the credit for once. But no, absolutely, just fantastic. How about the first half, though? It wasn't so much a first half demo show, but we had a lot of great plays, like we say, out of the Scouts and sniping plays, and the Soldiers as well.
Yeah,
the demos were just waiting.
It's kind of hard to make really big plays as Scout, and you saw from the off-classing plays they made as Sniper for the most part. And but yeah, like you said, the Soldiers, oh my god, I'm really impressed with Vol. I didn't really know who he was before the beginning of the season, but yeah, I know who he is now. He's a pretty damn good pocket. Most of his Ubers were pretty damn good coming from him and Indus. Just great positioning. They almost always had a stronger Uber. Their Ubers usually lasted a little bit longer, and then after the Uber, he dished out a lot of damage with his team following up on it.
Yeah, I mean, your man, Mr. Muffins, I'm just again looking at numbers. He had a hell of a game himself, an individual performance in what was unfortunately a loss. 31 frags, and I don't know, it just seemed like he was feeling it tonight. He kind of seems like the standout to me, at least tonight, on the Running with Scizors team.
Of course, especially if you look at the stat line there. He had the most frags on his team and the least deaths. He kind of the most frags you want for a Scout, but not the least deaths. You gotta wonder. He was playing pretty damn good, at least when you look at those stats, man. But
Yep. So we're looking now when all the dust has settled. The Bird Noises, that's their second win of the season. So they're looking at 2-4. They're done with Gully Wash now, and as we look forward to Sunshine, their next two matches are against Team Solo Uber and Titanium White. And you certainly got to think that they're going to want to maybe build on this. This is 2 wins in a row now for them, and I don't know, maybe this is the start of the run for Bird Noises, where they're going to show people how legit they are. Yeah. On the other side, 2-3. Is that right? Yeah, 2-3 for Running with Scizors. Yeah, who they've got Froyotech and Hands Off. Might have their hands full on Sunshine coming up.
Yeah, they might. But I'm looking at this Bird Noises schedule. They got TSU and Titanium White next week, and if they can win that first game, I'm really feeling them. Like they could be 4-4, soon, like before you know it. By the end of next week, they could be 4-4 if they can pull out that win on TSU. I really feel like they're strongly favored against the Titanium White team that has been struggling, but that's a good match to watch. Hopefully, we can get that casted, TSU versus Bird Noises, because TSU having a little bit of struggles this season. They're still a very, very strong team. In fact, I think they could easily be top 4 by the end of the season if they get their act together.
Yeah.
But,
we still have kind of like this log jam on the standings. I'm looking at the Invite Division standings as of this second anyway, and we could really see some teams moving up and down quite a bit over the next, even 1 week, but certainly the next 2 or 3 weeks. Running with Scizors, Bird Noises, both in there, Hands Off, and a couple other teams with 1 win. But so I mean, certainly if you guys are enjoying this TF2 as we have been, you're going to want to stay all season, right, Kurt? I mean, more so than possibly any other previous season in a while, eh?
Yeah, you see, like, you just see like a 1-4 team just absolutely like just slay a second half, and I thought a lot of people thought they were underdogs this game, and they just took it to Running with Scizors that second half. They seemed to like figure it out. They calculated them, they calculated. They got the equation, and they put it in their calculator, and they pressed
derivatives.
Enter,
yeah, they hit enter on the old TI.
It was over.
Yeah, well,
they bought their $70 calculator for their 6th grade class.
Yep.
And
we talked about at the start of the match how the saloon odds were very slanted for Bird Noises. Bird Noises had only 28% odds on Saloon TF, and here we go. So at least an upset if you're a big skinhead, but maybe you'll leave a Bird Noises head, a big bird head. What do you think, Kurt? Bird heads. That'll be the fan club of Bird Noises.
Bird heads.
Bird heads, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a bird head, man.
Still working on the name. Well, I'll tell you what, I think if there's nothing else, why don't we let these nice people go? Anything else, Kurt?
I had fun. I hope you guys had fun, and thank you to Mathsad for holding it down as he always does.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, another reminder, if you miss any of these live matches all season long, we have them on YouTube. If you missed the live stuff here on Twitch, it's YouTube, Team Fortress TV. We're easy to find. Just Google Team Fortress TV. Go to the website teamfortress.tv for information on scheduling, because we are casting this whole season, and I don't know. It feels like Christmas. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm gonna sign off. You guys, I've been Getawhale, Truktruk casting with me, and Mathsad. We will see you next time.